Welcome to the calls. Today I'll be doing another reaction on The Warning, and the song is called Hell You Call a Dream, and it's live at the Pepsi Center. I was hesitant to do this song because of the title. As you know, I'm a strong person of faith, and I grew up in the church. I had my run-ins with the law. I did things that I was not supposed to do when I was young, and it led to a whole lot of trouble. And I know how devices can keep you from doing the right things. Vices such as lust, pride of life, greed, envy, the whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So I try to steer away from anything that can pull me into something that I know leads to nothing good at all. When I found out that they were Catholics, you know what I mean, and they prayed before going upon the stage to perform or before, they presented themselves to the public. And that caused me to have another look at the reasons why I didn't want to do the song in the first place. And you can never judge a book by its cover. And sometimes we miss out on learning new things about an individual or a group of people because we have these hang-ups, you know what I mean? So basically, I want to, venture into this with an attitude of discovering the reasons why they made such a song. Now, people may say okay, man, you just reacting to a song that they wrote and that they performed on stage or they produced in the studio or whatever, you know what I mean? But this is the cause. I'm telling you the reasons why I do and do not do certain things, period. You know what I mean? And I'm never going to change who I am to appease another person. That's never going to happen. So if you look for something like that, this is not the show for you. And I'm just being real about that. We all have to wake up and face ourselves every single day. We all have to go to sleep, or before going to sleep, realize what we have done throughout the day. If you're an intellectual person, if you're meticulous, if you're a thoughtful individual, you're going to be that type of analytical person. So it's not something that I hold against another person. They could do whatever they want to do. Anybody could do whatever they want to do. We were given free will. You know what I mean? So I don't push my ways or faith upon another person. As I've said in the past, I listened to Tupac Shakur. He had a song called Blasphemy. And he had another song called Hell for a Hustler. So it's not that I haven't listened to songs like this. It's just that I didn't want to give my reaction to something like that in a way to whereas I'm displaying it to thousands of people. You know what I mean? It's just the way I am. You know what I mean? I hope you guys understand because, as you've been watching my shows, you've probably noticed how genuine and sincere I am in my conversations. You know what I mean? And when I say I think that The Warning is one of the greatest bands that I ever heard in my life, I genuinely mean that in all sincerity. They're just something like Linkin Park, like an Evanescence, Alanis Morissette. And like I said before too, and even in a couple reactions, the Jackson 5, because they're so phenomenal. These things that I have mentioned is because I sincerely, genuinely, honestly believe that. They're one of the greatest bands that I've heard, period. I said that Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and Metallica and Rush, these people are pillars of rock and roll. You know what I mean? So if I'm saying that they're one of the greatest bands I ever heard, that's putting them on a pedestal that you wouldn't even believe in my mind, when I'm thinking about them. So it's no hate. It's just, or I'm talking about in regard to the song, there's no hate on it. It's just that I don't want to give out the wrong reaction at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? To whereas I have to think about what I've said to a multitude of people. You know what I'm saying? So now, having said that, let's get into my appreciation for my subscribers. You guys have absolutely been the greatest, giving me information that I would have never known on my own in the depth that you guys have given it to me, because I probably wouldn't even have the interest to do it. I probably wouldn't have known who they were. But the song that I listened to yesterday, Century 21, and I realized it was at the Whiskey A Go-Go Club. It's a club that they went to perform. I didn't know what the title was when I first listened to it. Then I saw Whiskey A Go-Go on the back behind the drum kit. that Paulini was playing on. So 21st Century, I think that I've heard that song before. And that's crazy. And that is absolutely amazing to me because it started to sink in after I had did the reaction. I don't know where I heard it at, but I remember hearing it, if I'm not mistaken. That's crazy. Me not knowing who they were and having heard their song, that is just like very confusing to me. That is very, very confusing to me because I thought it was an excellent song, but I just thought that it was a one-off of someone else other than The Warning, like some one-off song someone had done. I don't know who it was, so I couldn't say The Warning. I couldn't say whoever. I didn't know who it was. But yeah, and this was like some years ago, so I basically surprised myself. That was crazy. Well, what I'm basically saying is that you guys helped me to understand the greatness of The Warning by giving me suggestions, by giving me all the information, like so many things that you guys have done. And I'm so very appreciative, so very appreciative. And I just want to say that you guys are the greatest, the very best, for real. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. But without further ado, let's get into Hell You Call a Dream. Yo, yo, yo. Oh my goodness, man. It's like now I'm here and now I'm back. That's the first time I ever did that in a reaction video. This song, oh my, like, yo, bro. Yo, like, I know I'm going to listen to the song again. I'm going to listen to the song again, bro. Is loving the same as hate? This thing within her heart is crawling up her skin, and it's a conundrum to her brain, dude. And she just wants to escape this hell you call a dream. Yo, bro, this song is absolutely marvelous, man. Absolutely marvelous, bro. Like, it leaves you in a state of wondrous wonderment. They double down. A wondrous wonderment. What type of they couldn't have written those lyrics, bro. The way that they're performing this song is listen, it's spectacular to the point of me being speechless. I am so impressed by what I'm witnessing right now. Like the vocalization, the instrumentation, the energy, everything that they're doing right now is like on spot on. It's just like, listen, bro. Let me just get back into the video and give my reaction at the end. This is crazy, my guy. Crazy.
And that's how you call a dream. Colliding every time. That chaos drives me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. Maybe I wanna become what I feel. And that's how you call a dream. How you call a dream. Colliding every time. Like an animal. And it's how you call a dream.
What in the world, bro? I'm telling you, bro. In this hell you call a dream. Oh. And I can't sing, man. Like, she just wants to escape. She's caged within. And she's staying there for the thrill. And she's saying that the way that this person or this thing was looking at her or attacking her soul and her heart kept her caged for the thrill. Listen, man. The lyrics, I know they couldn't have written those lyrics, bro. Man, bro. Like, if they wrote those lyrics, man, send them to a literacy class to have them teach poetic stances. That was, like, listen, I'm telling you right now, bro, Linkin Park would have trouble. If they were doing the verses, Linkin Park and The Warning, and if they came together, rest in peace, Chester. I'm not saying anything in regard to their band, their abilities, what they have done historically. I'm not speaking on that. I'm just saying, like, music-wise, just keeping it to music. And you put The Warning and Linkin Park in a versus battle. Linkin Park would have trouble. These girls are extremely talented, bro. I mean, beyond the like regular way of looking at things. You know, trying to like categorize this, categorize that, put this in that, put that over there, or whatever. You know, I can't even like compute words right now so I can speak properly. Bro. Yo. When you guys put HYCAD, I thought, or HY, yeah, CAD. I thought that was some type of like album or something, but as hell you call it dream. I just realized that's an acronym. When I was like looking at the video, it was like everything just came together. And it also was on like the cover before I pressed the video, you know, live at the Pepsi Center, man. Yo, that sound like an audio or studio version, bro. That's how clear and professional they are at their ages. Like, listen, I don't want to have any discussions, man. Listen to me. I don't want to have a discussion on who can beat them in a versus battle or who's better than them and they still need time, yada, yada, yada. Comments, Simon Kyle and Walt Disney and all this other garbage, bro. They're doing it, bro. Period. And I'm not being hyperbolic or exaggerated right now. No, I'm being actual, factual truth right now. After I edit this video and do what I need to do to get this thing, you know, uploaded to YouTube, I'm listening to that song again. That was crazy, bro. I'm telling you right now, that song is crazy. I haven't heard a song that well put together in a long time. Like Stairway to Heaven, that's a classic. You know what I mean? But this right here, man, it had me disappear from my seat. I teleported from my seat and came back. That's the first time that ever happened on the calls. This was crazy. Listen, bro, I don't even want to do all the histrionics. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about Chun Li or the three Karate Kid girls. They're the best around. No one's ever going to keep you down. You're the best around. No one's ever going to keep you down. I don't even want to do that. You know, do all the silly things that I usually do to entertain my audience. This was just great, bro. Like, period. I don't even need to do anything. All the person has to do is listen to the song. They're going to say, you know what? Who are these girls? Where have they been? I haven't noticed that they were around for how many years? 9? Since they were doing Atlas Rise or even before then. Like, dude, listen, bro. I don't listen, bro. I mean, I've had conversations like this in the past in regard to other artists. Like Bryn Gill, Chinchilla. There's a bunch of artists out there. A woman by the name of Beth Hart and others. You could just you go through a whole litany of people. It's just that this right, listen, bro, like, it's crazy that they're not more blown up in the US. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. It makes little to no sense at all. Man, listen, bro. Oh my goodness. And I'm so upset right now because I'm about to end the reaction. That's crazy, man. I want to go back and listen to the song again and react to it again while you guys are with me. It's like I want to do like a re-reaction and the same reaction, listen to the song all over again with you guys. That's how crazy that is, bro. That probably has never been done in all reaction, you know, cataloged on YouTube. That probably never has happened. Do a reaction and do the reaction again in the same reaction video. That's what I want to do. Just do 2 reactions of the same song. Crazy, man. Oh, that was insane, bro. That was insane, man. It was just all great. I can talk about Daniela. I could talk about Alejandra. I could talk about Paulina. I could talk about them collectively. Listen, it doesn't need that. It doesn't need that. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was crazy, bro. Like, rewind and listen to it again. Fast forward the part where I disappeared and came back. Just, like, listen, bro. That was crazy. I had to stop it because I was so amped up. My whole body was scintillating with titillation. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You don't understand what I just said, man. Look it up. That was crazy, bro. Regardless of what the situation was, bro. Before we haven't heard the song. I mean, I'm saying that I stick to my faith, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I see why they were saying, hell you call a dream. Saying that this place that they're caged in on this earth is not heaven. It's not something that they want to be in. It's a hell. They want to just breathe. They want to live. Listen, this song was so dope. I got to go back and listen to it after this reaction. I just got to do that. You know what I mean? That was crazy, bruh. That was crazy, bruh. The instruments, the way Pauline was like banging on the drums. She just had so much energy. Paulina is just amazing to me. And then you had Daniela, just her vocals, man, the way she was belting out. Listen, bruh. That was insane, man. And then you had Alejandra. Listen, man, dude. This is all raw. Raw. Like, these are some lionesses. Crazy, man. Talented. Let me say cut. Time out. Time's up. I got you. They shook everything. Period. Man, bruh. Whoa. To all my subscribers, you guys are the absolute greatest. The absolute best. And kudos to the people who have been recommending this song for a long time now, for about 3 weeks. Kudos to you. Yo. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. Leave a comment below, leave a like, share this video. And until next time, deuces.